Yo, people, welcome back to another stream. Two streams in one day, people. So earlier on, we had the WWE stream. Make sure to check that out after you watch the stream. Now, some people call him the greatest commentator. Um, some people say you should uh, host a radio show on the radio. All I know is he is all the way in India. How are you doing, Manny?
Yeah, good. Thanks. Good. Looking forward to this and just catching the Ukraine Scotland anthems at the moment. Um, a lot of anticipation over there and huge crowd in Krakow in Poland tonight. So this is going to be interesting. But I will also keep my eyes on the Portugal-Spain game as well. I know that's what you're following. The teams are in the tunnel right now, and it looks as though Ronaldo has recovered from his challenge. He's leading the team. So yeah, it's always a pleasure to come on and do these watch-alongs with you. Good company. Really enjoy it.
Yeah, and always a pleasure doing it with you and other people. Um, loves your commentating and we have Tyler says yes. Guys, make sure to check out T-Boys TV and T-Boys TV Extra to, to get all the clips. And as I am in charge of T-Boys TV clips, main goal is to surpass T-Boys TV. But yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. But yeah,
Little friendly
um,
competition there. Love it.
when I have to watch Ukraine versus Scotland, this is all right. Oh, that no, that's luckily mine. I can give you some commentary, and I'm sure we can do our best to update you on the scores.
Yeah, but Ryan, can't you watch it on Channel 4
Mm,
back in England? I mean, I don't know if I mean obviously I don't know if the BBC will be streaming too many of the games, but I'm pretty certain Channel 4 might. So yeah, so as I said, Scotland will be interesting, and I think this is going to be their chance to have something to really cheer about after not making the World Cup. But they're up against the Ukraine team, who is everyone's sentimental favourites at the moment.
yeah. Yeah, go through some of your predictions. I'll quickly go through mine. Portugal, Spain. I reckon Portugal pick up the win 2-1 Portugal. Switzerland, Czech Republic. I can Switzerland um, do them get the win 2-0. Ireland, Armenia. I reckon a 1-1 draw. Ukraine, Scotland. Come on, Ukraine. Come on, people. Um, 2-1 Ukraine. Albania, Iceland. Mm, I got back Albania. No. I reckon Iceland do it 2-1. So yeah, Norway, Serbia. Of course they play. I reckon Norway when 2-1. No, it's Ireland versus Mitrovic is going to be. I think Sweden versus Slovenia. I reckon 2-0 Sweden. Greece, Northern Ireland, I reckon 1-1 draw. Kosovo versus Cyprus, I reckon 2-0 Kosovo. I don't know. Yeah. Manu, what is your prediction?
Okay, so I'll start off with the Portugal-Spain game. That should be an easy 2-0 win for Portugal. Scotland-Ukraine, I'm going for the Scots to win 2-1 because just taking a look at the team lineups for the Ukraine, they're still missing Alexander Zinchenko and quite a few other players. Let me see if Sharapenko is back. No, he's not back, and he's not even on the bench. So without those two players, they look toothless in Glasgow. So Scotland, despite their own injury issues, should be well enough to play. They should be playing a 5-4-1, and Scotland should win 2-1. Then, as for the other matches, Republic of Ireland, Armenia, I think Republic of Ireland should be able to win. Um, their game in Dublin. That should be a 2-1 win. They will need to play for pride, and they will want to make sure they give the Dublin crowd something to cheer about. Norway against Serbia. Ooh, that is going to be a very tough game indeed. Serbia do look in fine form at the moment, and it could very well be the Holland Mitrovic show. Mitrovic is also in pretty good form. Might not quite have it on anything on Holland yet, but this could be a tight game. I'm going for a 2-all draw in that game. Switzerland against the Czech Republic. I'm going for a Switzerland win. I think the Czech Republic will be demoralised from their 4-0 loss to Portugal. That should be a 2-1. It should be a 2-1 win. Schick might score for the Czechs, but Switzerland will have a lot more firepower. So 2-1 to Switzerland. Albania, Iceland. Iceland were a success story in 2016, but they've fallen off the map a bit since. So this should be a 2-1 win for Albania. Orest, if you once you join in later, I'm sure you'll be happy. Um, I think I've mentioned everyone, except for Sweden and Slovenia. That should be a 2-1 win for Sweden to finish off their Nations League campaign. And Israel's game against Russia has, of course, been cancelled. And they've started kickoff in Krakow, Ukraine. Scotland are playing in all white, attacking from left to right. And Scotland have made a few changes, injury-induced changes, it must be said. Aaron Hickey has recovered from his injury to take his place on the left side of a five-man defence alongside Greg Taylor, who came on for Kieran Tierney. And it will be Jack Hendry as well. There is no McKenna in defence, so it'll be a debut for Ryan Porteous, and also Ryan Fraser, after two substitute appearances, will be playing as a right wing back. It's Begin, Chris, Ryan Jack, Callum McGregor, and Kenny McLean as the four-man midfield, with Che Adams alone up front. So Lyndon Dykes and Chris Christie on and Ryan Christie on the bench rather. So an interesting selection
Oh,
from
the kickoff already. Wait, wait.
yeah.
I
So
missed the kickoff of the Portugal game. I missed it.
I'm sorry
I'll
about
just
that.
now. I'm just going to move it and bring it on 1 minute. One, two.
I'm taking a look at the light blue strip that Spain are wearing. I'm really not a fan of that strip. It reminds me of an old Manchester United away kit that they had from the early 90s.
Big up, uh, uh, yo, Shamara.
Okay. So an early chance for
Spin.
Scotland. Is there a goal?
Boom.
No goal.
Yeah, the timer. I'm about what? Maybe 1 second behind, if so.
Yeah.
But yeah, just get it's not on Channel 4. It's on Premier League Sports. So
Premiers.
Scotland won. Premier Sports.
Yeah.
Sports. Uh,
So Scotland
just
had a
waiting to
corner.
get the one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. T boys are saying Ukraine will beat Scotland. I don't think so, son. I mean, no Zinchenko, no Sharapenko, among a few others, and they're starting with the Real Madrid reserve keeper Andriy Lunin in goal. So yeah, I think it's a much changed Ukraine team there, and I think this will also be anatomically weak. Um, Ryan, I know you might like Ukraine to win because I think you might speak for a lot of English fans who wouldn't be able to stand the banter if Scotland are in Group A and England are in Group B. So I get that, yeah. And fans are proper fired up for the Ukraine, and Scotland have called players up they shouldn't have, in your opinion. I'm not going to agree with that, really, because look, Scotland have had a few injuries, but they also have some decent strength in depth. One player who I'm surprised hasn't been called up is Stephen O'Donnell from Motherwell, who would normally play at right back. I think it's fair to say that the antipathy that Steve Clarke has towards him means that he might not be called up
okay.
in the near future until he picks up his form. So. Yeah, so okay, Hannah, if you're watching the Portuguese Portugal Spain game, what do you think of Spain's away blue strip? Do you like it? Are you a fan of it?
No, that's a horror of a kid, an absolute horrible kid. Um, I'm just going to put in last Greece, the last few games in the ticker below. So if it disappears, you guys know why. But yeah, be up everyone. The timer is is on time, so and uh, my fault as I am doing this more regularly. Let's take
Yes,
the time.
perfect time, perfect time, perfect time. So you can keep track of that, and we can also look at that. It looks as though Portugal have a free kick, though, so this could be interesting. An attack early on, and I really don't rate Unai Simon. We have to see how he withstands this game.
He's not really that good, to be honest. He's really not that good. There's still no goals in other games. Uh, Kosovo and Cyprus have some of the most interesting looking, what do you call it, national flags. Definitely some interesting. And I'll get into the chat now. Just going to put in this last zero and then okay. Mm. um, uh, Campbell should be in that team. Those Campbell, Alan Campbell. Um,
Are you talking about Fraser Campbell, T-Boys TV? I think maybe, yeah, I mean, there are a few
yeah,
players who
Fraser.
probably should be in the Scotland team, but selection's a brutal business. We don't really know what the coach is thinking. So, yeah.
Uh, yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah. The other games are down there below Ireland. Yeah.
Oh, Alan
um,
Campbell.
not even being biased. The thing is, like, I thought he was an attacking midfielder, but looks like he's a. I didn't know he was defensive. I thought he was Luton player because it's a Luton. Oh, Luton are big. No, Luton are big. Massive, massive Luton. That's all we are. Massive Luton. That's all we care about.
Hmm.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm just taking a look at Alan Campbell's stats. I mean, he's only got one cap for Scotland as a replacement for um yeah, I
everyone's
mean he
talking
came
about
on as a substitute in the 4-1 win against Armenia in the Nations League, I think, but I don't know if he's been considered since, and he's only really had um one full season at Luton Town, was at Motherwell before that and did pretty decently. Um Yeah, he's still 24. He still has time and age on his side. So, yeah, he could be good. It might be interesting to see here how Mudryk plays because I thought, he was pretty ineffective. And a chance there for the Ukraine, but smashed over the bar by the Ukrainian captain Andriy Yarmolenko. And some really good work there from Mudryk down the left. Nice incisive pass inwards. Good interplay there between him and his teammate straight over to Yarmolenko, who really, really should have controlled that. Had he controlled that left-footed shot, Gordon would probably have had no chance because he was scrambling there, really. Interesting to see how Gordon will play. Of course, he had in fact, on the day of the Scotland-Ireland game in Glasgow, he
he
had
never
to go
gets it
to
wrong.
hospital to witness the birth of his baby boy and didn't really get that much sleep and then went on to play. Looks a bit shaky with the ball at his feet, but still made a couple of good saves. Scotland won.
So the midfield of Scotland is Ryan Jack and Callum McGregor. To be honest, I have never heard of those two players. Never. So who's Ryan Jack? Wait, I want
It's a four. Okay, so now it looks as though they've gone to a 4-4-2 with
Ryan Jack.
Ryan
No.
Fraser playing as a right winger, and it
Oh,
is
it is
Ryan
Ryan
Jack,
Jack.
and
Okay.
it is Ryan Jack and Callum McGregor. Callum McGregor is the captain of Celtic, and
And Ryan Jack plays for Rangers. So yeah.
yeah,
Um, I
a nice old
I don't
firm
get
midfield.
why Tony got called up. For England, same for Abram. He also got called up, but both didn't play. So, what's a chance for Ukraine this time?
Yeah, so now the ball's basically with the Ukraine. Scotland actually began the game a lot brighter and had some chances of their own. They had a corner there, and now this could be a Ukraine attack with. I mean, they're in the penalty area, but straight at Craig Gordon, who catches it cleanly and then rolls it out.
Yeah.
And so Scotland have to be careful that they don't sit back too deep because, with Mudryk in the team, Ukraine could still be a bit of a threat. And
Person can also ask why did it take Tony uh, and nothing? So or nothing. I think it means nothing. Yeah.
yeah,
Come on, Ukraine, why cheese? Uh, if Ukraine, they always have. uh, Ever since the war, they soft spot in our soft spot. But yeah, um,
yeah. I
I
mean,
can't have the games. The first like 15 minutes. Of course, my mom and dad are watching something on that's ending 5 minutes. So they're not. Then I will tell you guys more about the the games. But I think Tony, he wasn't. He got caught up, but didn't play. And let's be honest, Kane didn't look good in both matches. Um, but I think Kane, he didn't look good because you look the system he plays in now at England. It doesn't suit him. It, it doesn't have. It doesn't create. He's not anymore in the attack. He's maybe like he's almost a midfielder now. Like you don't see him in most of the time in the box. He's always sitting deep. He's not anymore in the box. Like a few times, Sterling was wrong goal, or he was a bit outside the box, or just entering the box. So Sterling couldn't square it for him, pass it to him so he can put it in. So I don't think he likes the system he plays in. I don't think he enjoys to play for England anymore. Like you look in the Euros, he enjoyed it. That's it. Kane is obvious starter. World Cup, one of the best England players. Give Tony a chance of most of players that will also be playing in the World
yeah,
Cup. Yeah,
yeah.
give him a chance.
Sorry to cut you off, but there was actually a chance in the Portugal Spain game. I believe Spain had an attack, and Diogo Costa was forced to make a save. So Spain are looking a little bit dangerous. Portugal can't afford to sit back too deep and defend too deep. So back on Tony, yeah, I would agree with that. The only problem is though that so close to the World Cup, if you're going to call up a player, not give him a game, and not give him any time to play, then I'm not sure what the benefit is. And I think Southgate has also made it clear that just because even if Tony might not make the World Cup squad, he shouldn't take it to mean that his England career is necessarily over. He can still compete for a spot in the European Championships and maybe the next year of the Nations League. But you know, it is rather silly, and Keane does need some support because if Keane gets injured, who will we play as our striker? We'll basically be up the river without a paddle. Yeah, he is a starter for the World Cup, as you've said, T boys, but Tony needs to be given a chance, and hopefully, if he stays positive and continues to work hard, he could make it because people like Marcus Rashford might want to come back in. So there's always going to be a chance there.
Yeah.
I'm
And you look
flicking. Yeah, go ahead.
maybe he's not going to get that follow up again because you look Sancho's probably going to go to the World Cup. Maybe even Rashford is going to go to the World Cup. So there's already two players there. That wasn't was Rashford in that squad? I don't think he was, right?
No, Rashford and Sancho were both in the Euros, and of course Rashford was
No,
also
in the UEFA Nations League squad, but
no, no,
in the
no, 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 no. Rashford and Sancho were both injured, I think, so neither of them were there. But
okay,
if
so
if they're back to fitness and playing for Manchester United, I don't think Southgate can ignore them.
yeah, so that's already two players. So of that bunch you took, now you surely if they continue on their form, Rashford and Sancho, you have to take two players out. And I reckon
Yeah.
Tony is probably going to be on the chopping block unless he doesn't take Tammy Abraham, which is going to be a big shock for me because you look what he's doing in Italy. But he also hasn't really gotten um, any playing time on for England. Yeah, you say
Yeah.
that, but he hasn't really been playing for England in recent games. He hasn't get chances. Um, so yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
a giveaway.
Kai played good yesterday. Just watch Kai and he will play for on Saturday. It's a Chelsea thing. Yeah, mate. Away as the City fan is saying to me, we should beat Crystal Palace. I'm like, you sure? You sure about it? I'm like, no, no, no. I reckon we draw, just because we Chelsea. That's yeah.
Clearly, you're not a fan of Graham Potter.
No, I love Graham Potter. It's just Chelsea. It's Chelsea, mate. We we were supposed to beat Leeds. We lost. We were supposed to beat Southampton. We lost. It's a Chelsea thing. It's a Chelsea thing. So yeah,
Well, I
going
mean,
to be
the season's still long, and you will still have more games. I mean, this is what I keep telling people who are, gassing up Arsenal and saying that the other teams like Chelsea and Liverpool are not going to do very much. The league is not won in September or August, and it looks like there's a booking for Mudryk, which could be quite interesting. This is from the Ukraine-Scotland game. He's sort of challenged one of the Scottish players. I don't know who was down. See who it is. So yeah, it was Aaron Hickey who was down, and Hickey needs to be a little bit careful here because, of course, he also had his injury issues. Tierney's been sent home as a bit of a precaution, which makes sense because hopefully he'll be fit for Arsenal. And yeah, so we have a free kick right now, and it looks as though it's the captain John McGinn who, now in the 4-4-2 system, is playing up front along with Che Adams. So this could be interesting. Maybe if Scotland needs some firepower, Steve Clarke might bring on Dykes and Christie for the second half, but we'll see. Left-footed in swinger from McGinn, a little bit too high and does a bit too long for the Scottish for any Scottish players. So that's gone for a goal kick. It's raining right now in Krakow, and the weather's not really on. Yeah. So what's my main team? Yeah, at club level, it's Arsenal. At international level, it's England. But I also cheer for the British Isles teams when they play,
one
except against England.
goal in the Greece game. Greece leads 1-0 versus Northern Ireland. Ireland. I'm going to change it right now. So big Northern Ireland. They're not doing good. Can Ireland um, do something versus. Oh, and Ireland have also scored, and Northern Ireland have equalised. Northern Ireland have equalised. So Ireland and Northern Ireland score just seconds apart. Wow, crazy scenes this.
You could say it's a kind of Irish telepathy, if you will. So that's a bit nice. Scottish
Mm.
corner and punched away by Andre Lunin, but only as far as Ryan Fraser. Headed back in, and Ukraine can half clear it, I think, only as far as for a Scotland throw in, and that will be taken. So after a little bit of slack, Scotland have come back a little bit stronger. I seriously don't think that Ukraine can sustain any real attacks with only Mudryk and Yarmolenko trying to run the show. Um, in the penalty area, some acrobatic clearances and a little bit of wrestling going on. Callum, sorry, son, this is not WWE. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
Celtic
But
captain, you should know better than that, mate.
at money, who's dominating in that Ukraine Scotland game?
At the moment, it looks like Scotland are dominating, but Ukraine do look dangerous on the counter. And headed back by Hickey towards Craig Gordon, who will just calm everything down. Scotland are in their away white strip in order to not clash with the Ukrainian light blue strip. And the biggest problem about trying to commentate, Hanno, is that you've got to make sure that the players' names and numbers are spot on. I know
Yeah.
that it's Hickey down at right, and now Clark has in fact switched to a 4-4-2, so at least I can keep track of the players.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm I'm literally just waiting for my parents' show to end. Please, I want to watch CR7. Come on, just end it already. They're carrying on 5 minutes. It should have ended 5 minutes ago, but it's still carrying on. Come on. But yeah, be up everyone. We have had 18 likes, so 9 likes, 10, same thing. Close to 10, one
So
like away.
yeah,
One
and Ukraine are trying to start an attack, but clearly an offside against Artem Dovbyk from the Ukraine. Clearly offside. Once again, the offside trap being set to perfection. And I think even Dovbyk knew that, which is why he completely skewed it wide. But still, no goals in the rain in Krakow. Um, 20 minutes gone between Portugal and Spain, no goals there. Looking very cagey. So, what does Spain have to do to qualify, Hannah?
Wait, I know. Let me just tell you. This. So, Spain and Portugal. Portugal needs need a point to seal final spot. Spain uh, qualify at their. Spain will qualify if they win,
Hmm.
but I don't know. I think it depends what happens in the other match as
Okay,
well.
Ukraine attack here, not offside. It's one on
Okay.
one, and well saved by Craig Gordon. It was Dobvik who was running in, and on the right, and he was able to beat the offside trap this time around, but he found Craig Gordon to be solid and unbeatable. So Ukraine are
Okay.
looking dangerous, and Scotland cannot afford to again sit too deep because they can certainly hit the Scots on the counter attack. But now the Scots are coming back. Greg Taylor on the left, and
Yeah.
it's with Ryan Jack now to Jack Hendry, Aaron
Yeah.
Hickey,
Spain to qualify, they need
Ryan Fraser.
uh, they need a win. Portugal, they just need a point.
Yeah, that's good. So Greg Taylor and
Just Shona over. Wait, hold on, just hold on.
it looks as though another Ukraine player has gone into the book, and it looks as though it's the captain Yarmolenko who's been booked. And so it looks as though the Ukraine are resorting to some pretty violent defending there. It's it's Kenny McLean who was trying to run in, and Yarmolenko sliding in there, not getting the ball, only succeeding in flipping McLean into the air and onto the ground. But
One.
this is a highlight of the attack. Dubvik breaking the offside trap perfectly and just coming up, but not able to beat the perfectly positioned Craig Gordon in goal.
Oh, oh, that's a good shot. Oh, great save there by Une Simon. Now in the corner. So Portugal. Alright.
And now it's a
Why
free
does
kick for Scotland to be
it
taken by Ryan
boom?
Fraser. Low and along the ground, blocked, but it's still back with Fraser, who plays for Newcastle. And will it be a corner or a goal kick? It looks as though it's. I think the
Okay.
referee's pointed to the spot for an
Throw
infringement, so
in,
it could be a goal kick.
throw in to. to Portugal. Yeah. Uh, let's see. Oh wait, if I sit like that, now you can't see the time. So yeah. Portugal
So there's a
defending.
VAR check
Oh,
going on. All right. So there's a VAR check going on in the Ukraine-Scotland game, and it could be for possible. It could very well be for a possible Ukrainian handball. We're going to check and see. He's checking the monitor right now. Yeah, penalty check. And what does the referee say? Looks as though he might. I don't know if he's given the penalty. That looks as though he hasn't. Yeah, I think he hasn't given the penalty. Oh, has he?
okay.
No, he
Um,
hasn't. VAR has overruled it. So
no way that pains us out. Yeah. But
yeah,
great
VAR
save
is
by
over.
Unai Simon. Long range shot by I don't know who that was, but yeah, great save. And yeah, that's it's on time. With my TV that time I was good here, but
Well done for setting it
great
on time,
save.
Hannah. Good stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
I missed the first minute, but yeah, go on, go on.
Yeah. So there were claims for a penalty, but VAR has in fact overruled it, and they've it has been overruled, so there is no penalty. So it's still goalless between Ukraine and Scotland after 26 minutes. And now there's another Ukrainian foul. Number 14, Ignatenko, has been booked, and it looks as though, yeah,
That should be a foul. They should be scored,
The
but
Ukrainians are coming at the Scots right now. I think they see that the Scots might be stretched within their squad, so possibly trying to get at them could be their game plan. But poor Aaron Hickey is bearing the brunt of all of that. An important player for Brentford, could have had him at Arsenal, enjoying the way he's playing at the moment. And if he were to be forced off, it would be a huge loss. I believe they've called up Declan Gallagher's a right back option. So yeah, so this is the penalty shout, and it clearly came off his off.
no, thank you.
It clearly came off Malinovsky's chest, and you could see the Ukrainian coach crossing himself. Well, actually, it
Yeah.
came off Stepanenko's chest, not Malinovsky's chest.
Is that a corner? The ref has given it as a corner to Spain. I mean, now the stadium where Spain and Portugal are playing. Now, this stadium, if you can see by the thumbnail, uh, it only has two stands basically. So the pitch is in the middle, and it's two stands like this. It's no stand. It's just like this. So there's the pitch. Here's the pitch. Just uh, cross each other. No horizontal.
Oh, so there are no stands behind the goals. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. No stands behind the goals. Portugal. Who said? And it's gone out for a corner to Spain. Ronaldo should have done better with that ball that um, was played to him. So yeah, there's no stands behind the goal, which is really interesting. That is not such a stadium, but yeah.
Jack Hendry to Aaron Hickey in the other game with Ukraine and Scotland, and now it's with Ryan Fraser, who was a super sub in both of Scotland's wins against Ukraine and the Republic of Ireland. And
Oh boy.
and once again,
Ooh.
Hickey's showing some skill, but he also looks as though he could be targeted by the Ukrainian midfielders today. So it's going to be interesting to see how he will withstand that barrage. And Gordon needs to be careful because his footwork will be scrutinized today. And oh, that's gone out of play, I think. So That
Romania
is a Ukrainian float. That is a
is looking
Ukrainian throw.
decent so far today. Um, I don't I don't think it was Spain because it tried to just
Yeah. I'm quite happy for Northern Ireland because, of course, this is the 100th international game for Leicester City defender Johnny Evans, rather. Obviously, Stephen Davis is their most capped international, and he could end up earning something in the region of 150 caps. But Johnny has joined the 100 cap club for Northern Ireland, so congratulations to you, mate. And hopefully, this will take some, it'll be a good distraction from Leicester City's poor form this season. So, yeah, a Chelsea fan. It wasn't a penalty. VAR got it right, and so it clearly was off Stepanenko's chest there. It didn't touch his hand at all. So this is another reason why VAR is important, because it is really useful for awarding correct penalties and also overruling bad penalty calls. So I'm glad that it's being used in this case. Scotland corner, everyone gathering right now, and it looks as though Hanno is off for the moment, so hopefully he'll be back on very soon. High inside, but again headed out of play. But another corner, and it looks as though it's Yarmolenko who is on defensive duties there. So Scotland are applying good pressure. And still no goals, half an hour gone between Portugal and Spain. Morata's starting for
yeah.
Spain, so I think I think
Yeah,
um,
Claudia.
so I think
No, go on.
yeah, so I think
Wait. Sorry, man, to interrupt you. Slovenia have scored and Switzerland have bagged the second goal. I didn't check the scores. Yeah, Switzerland. I said 2-0 Switzerland. That's already down the drain. Seems like. Yeah. Wow. The, didn't expect Slovenia also to score. So I thought Sweden are decent. Looks like they're not. Yeah, carry on, man. Carry on.
I
Sorry to
think
interrupt.
Sweden are missing Zlatan Ibrahimovic and probably aren't quite the same. And from the second Scotland corner, Ryan Jack lashed the ball over the bar. Thought he was playing rugby there. But Scotland are still attacking and they're still snapping at the Ukrainian heels. But they cannot afford to to take their foot off the accelerator, because Ukraine will come back at them as long as they have Mudryk and Dovbyk and company. They're going to be a tough opposition there. They will come back. And of course, in other news, the Republic of Ireland have taken the lead against Armenia as expected. I was shocked when Ireland lost in Yerevan to the Armenians. That was never on the cards for them, in my opinion. And it'll be good to see them get some pride back today with the same 3-5-2 formation. I think they're one change is that Jeff Hendrick has come back into the team, as has Robbie Brady, another change. And it's Michael Obafemi and Tony Parrott who are starting up front as the two strikers. So James McLean has dropped to the bench, but he should come on in the second half. And it is John Egan who is captaining the team today, and he's scored again, 2 consecutive goals for him. Greece and Northern Ireland, I will check that score now for all of you. It is,
All the scores are updated there on the ticker.
yeah, that's good. So Northern Ireland are playing a 5-3-2 today, and it is Shane Lavery who scored the equaliser for the Northern Irish against the Greeks, and they could also finish their Nations League campaign on a high. Let's hope that's the case. They're up against a Greek team which
Great try by
might look
Simon.
a little bit strong, but also can be beaten.
I need the extra lights in it.
Yeah, so
Seems
Johnny
like
Evans starts on the occasion of his 100th cap. He's in the 5-man defence, and Stephen Davis is in the 3-man midfield. 2 up front in Shane Lavery and Josh McGuinness, and a few good names to bring off the bench. Shane Ferguson, Sad that Stuart Dallas hasn't been called of late, but I think his injury problems have been an issue. And a possible Ukraine attack, but Greg
I'm
Taylor has now conceded a corner for the corner, so this could be interesting.
Portugal have the ball back now. When they are striving forward with it, giving it off to I don't know who that is. I think that's Bruno possibly. Yeah.
It was Vitaly Mitalenko with the run down the left, and he tried that cross to find his man. Intercepted by Taylor, but put out for a corner. So Taylor seems to be struggling in that left back position. And I think without Robertson and Tierney, Scotland could be weak in that position. That corner fizzed past everyone, including Stepanenko, who couldn't get the head to it. So actually, he got the header to it, but he headed it wide. So not quite on target there. And in any case, Gordon did have it covered. Scotland can now break on the left through Porteous. Back to Taylor.
Mhm.
And it's with Ryan Jack right now, who has lost it. And a pass back to Andre Lunin, who has been on the bench for Thibaut Courtois for Real Madrid this season. Not offside, so it's Dobvik right now on the right for the Ukraine. And he's cutting in and brilliantly defended by Scotland. But in any case, he was offside. And it's funny how these linesmen are just allowing the play to continue. And yet, once again, Dobvik just strayed offside, fell into the trap, and in any case, he was prevented from getting the shot in. So top defending there, top defending, but
Yeah.
still offside. No
Let's
dice.
see. No more goals. Albania have scored with Iceland. Oris is probably very excited with that. And yeah, who else have scored? Wait, I think there's a few red cards. Iceland have gotten a red card, so I
Oh
think he
wow!
will. I think he will jump on half time and they'll yeah his fault. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Do you guys think I need another light in here so it's not so dull? Because I look at a stream on YouTube, it look like it's bad buffering. Um, to Italy, to Italy.
Yeah, and
Greatness.
some sloppy play from Kenny McLean there has cost a throw in, so the Ukraine can build an attack there, and Dobvik is looking quite dangerous. So if the Ukraine can sort of build on that and try and provide him and Mudryk some service, Scotland could be in for a rough ride.
That's big, Germany. Yeah, Tyler, Carlisle United is winning the Scrimsey tournament. So Chris's team
Right,
is
so
winning. So
over
yeah,
here between Portugal and Spain, Bruno Fernandes with a run and a shot, which wasn't too far away. High side netting there, but
oh,
yeah.
I just saw on the replay Portugal score, but I think it was offside or something. But oh my,
And Fernandez has he intercepted Simon there, but now it's back
yeah.
with the Spanish defense.
Hungary are winning versus Lithuania in U under 21. Austria are beating Wales under 21s. Germany, of course, are beating um, England 1-0. Um,
So the
yeah,
youth team is still feeling some shock at the moment. I don't know.
yeah. And in
Right.
international matches, Egypt are beating, uh, are leading 2-0 versus Liberia. Ghana are winning 1-0 to, I don't know what a team is. but Ivory Coast are leading 3-1 versus New Guinea. Saudi Arabia versus USA is 0-0. Brazil, Tunisia, Brazil are leading 4-1. Algeria versus Nigeria is 1-0 Nigeria. And Burkina Faso versus Comoros is 0-0. Malta, Israel 0-0. Congo Republic against Mauritania is 0-0. And Paraguay versus Morocco is 0-0. Um,
So a lot of
yeah,
African scores there. What about Bafana Bafana? Aren't they playing?
no, no. I don't think they're playing.
So a long kick from Gordon, and it goes straight out. Tried to find Ryan Fraser, but
Yeah.
just couldn't get it.
It says one of Portugal, but on the scoreboard on the TV, it's still 0-0 Portugal.
I think it might have been the case that the goal was disallowed. I don't know if they've changed
Yeah.
it yet. We'll see.
No,
But
I
if
think
they,
it was this about both, yeah. Because if I click on, oh, it's back. I click on the game, it's 0-0. If I on it's so far score, so if I just on the if I look just without clicking on it, it says 1-0. But I think it was over. But yeah, uh, it's a friendly game. Who cares? Chris is loving it. Yeah, he's probably loving it. Beating Grimsby, and it's away. Also, it's away. So
okay, so the
that's
Ukraine on the attack right now with Yarmolenko on the right
just got
into
the
the
notification here. Yeah,
and whacked behind by Stepanenko, who also is looking dangerous. So more and more of the Ukraine's players are coming into the game, and Scotland cannot afford to rest. I mean, they'll be happy that it's goalless so far, with about 4 minutes left until half time, with a few stoppages, if any. But Scotland needs to be careful. Scotland needs to be careful.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. But be everyone who smashed like on the stream on 8 likes. Let's get to 15. That's a goal by every stream. 15 likes. Make sure to hit that. And yeah, make sure to get smash subscribe. Let's get to 180 before what's in 8 days? Yeah, 8 days. That's a goal. Oh, 150. Not 180. Sorry, that's the goal. Main goal. Oh, bowling. Oh, oh, close. Good attempt there from Swing Ferran Torres. Tested the goalkeeper a bit there. Um, but yeah. So far in this game, both teams have had their chances. Um, but mostly, I think Portugal they have had the better half, I would say, and now Portugal's defender who plays along, I don't know who plays alongside
and
Diaz, running out, Spain, Prashant Simon,
so now
one
there's a
one.
there was a Ukrainian attack here. It was Timchik with an attempted cross shot. It actually went off a Scottish player, and
Spain
yep,
on the closer.
off his head, and very
Oh,
nearly caught Craig Gordon out, but
and now
it's
from Spain
strange
on
that
the
it wasn't
counter
called.
to
Strange
Portugal.
that it wasn't given a corner. Two
Portugal.
minutes left, and 2 minutes left in Krakow with
Oh, back
stoppage
here.
time left.
Oh, close there by Ronaldo and I think Diego Jota almost linking up. 1-1. Balogun. They score. Oh. Uh-huh.
Oh, is that for the England youth team?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Um, Greece. Have I changed
And
it to
so,
1-1?
so the
Greece number
Ukraine are
1-1?
having a bit
Yeah.
of a sting in the tail at the moment, but Scotland can clear their lines. Only though for the Ukraine to get it back.
And how many minutes do you reckon is going to be added on in the Ukraine
Well, the
Scotland
VAR
game?
well the VAR stoppage took quite a bit of time. It should be at least 2 or 3 minutes. So, yeah,
In this game, there hasn't been really any stoppages, so I'll probably say 1 minute.
yeah.
One. Right, you should have gone. You should have gone. Uh,
All right,
if they weren't going to regret it,
all right. So,
if they were going to regret it, especially if they wouldn't be, but yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, still with the Ukraine, trying to have one sting in the tail maybe before half time. I mean, there will be stoppages for sure. Um, Mativenko back to Stepanenko, who launches it long,
Czech Republic have
and that
equalized, and Kosovo have made it 2-0, so
and
turning
that's
off
gone
the
for a goal
game
kick.
running.
Yeah, and there are 2 minutes of being added on in Krakow right now because, as I've said, the VAR stoppage took quite a bit of time. But it was Stepanenko there who um, set that pass quite long. The only problem is it was shepherded out well by Aaron Hickey, who seems to be none the worse for wear following that injury. So, I mean, that tackle. So, still raining, and
1 minute
neither team
added
is willing
on, as
to.
I predicted. 1 minute.
So
So
yours
yeah,
could fit. So this could finish. End up going into half time quicker than Ukraine Scotland. So
no, I would.
yeah. So it looks as though Luis Enrique has made a few changes. He's brought in Carvajal and Morata for a start, and Koke is also making an appearance. I think he probably might need a little bit more firepower, but I hope he still has Borja Iglesias on the bench because he came on against Switzerland, looked very dangerous, and once again, it's a Ukrainian throw in.
In this game, ref is one last Spain attack, then ref is probably going to blow his whistle. No, it doesn't let Spain attack. Blows his whistle. That's half time in that game. We're just waiting on the Ukraine Scotland game. Just going to keep my timer running for that game.
Well, it won't be running for long because there are about 10 seconds left of the 2 minutes. So it's Greg Taylor now with the throw in. And I think once he takes that, the referee might blow his whistle, but we'll see.
Yeah. Uh, so
And
no,
he has blown his whistle, as I've predicted. So KG first half. Certainly, Mudryk and Dovbyk looked a bit dangerous, but they found the defence and the goalkeeper in good form. Scotland have had chances of their own and haven't been quite able to get themselves on target or force Andre Lunin into a save. So, a lot to play for in these next 45 minutes. And there will be some words exchanged in the dressing room and maybe a few changes. We will keep watching the space and informing you of everything. And so at halftime in Krakow, it is Ukraine 0, Scotland 0. So I want to check the Portugal Spain lineups and see.
okay,
Yeah.
it's wait. I will share my screen, then we can go through all the. And Tyler, in what position is the team you're going to watch? Like where they in the table? So yeah. So Spain versus Portugal. Currently 0-0, as you can see. Let's just go into the lineups. So that's the lineup. So Portugal, I think they for William Carvalho. I think is that the Liverpool player started for them. Is that the Liverpool player? Or
Yeah,
no?
Diego Jota's he plays for Liverpool. Bernardo Silva is
No,
Manchester City.
Carvalho.
William
Carvalho.
Carvalho. Good question. I've heard that.
No, no. He's not the Liverpool player.
No.
Just seen his picture. He's not a Liverpool player. So, so they went with Nuno Mendes, Daniel Anelio Pereira, Ruben Diaz, Joe Cancelo, Ruben Neves, William Carvalho, Diego Jota, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, I see about
Yeah.
two or three Manchester City players in there. I don't understand why they've got Cancelo as a right back when he normally plays as a left back for Manchester City.
He,
And
he is
with Cr-
normally he is even is left back,
yeah, so
right
he's
back.
playing
His
right.
position is right back.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a 4-2-3-1, and yeah, Ruben Neves obviously playing well for Wolves. I think he's captain of Wolves right now this season. Jota's come into the team, and obviously Bruno and Bernardo are behind Cristiano. So yeah, that is a very you know potent midfield, and yeah, they've rested Rui
Diego
Patricio, which is a
Dalot,
surprise, and Diogo Dalot isn't on, and
the bench.
yeah, the bench
So
looks
it's,
very strong
they're
indeed.
resting him. They're resting him for the City game. They're resting him for the City game.
Yeah,
Rafael
so
Leao, on, he can come on. So, yeah, the Spain lineup. Let's get into that. Was Unai Simon started. Daniel Caval, Hugo Guillamon, Pau Torres, Jose Luis Gia, and then midfield of Carlos Soler, Rodri, Coque, Pablo Sarabia, Alvaro Morata, Ferran Torres.
So he has made some changes too. I mean, he's brought on Morata to play instead of Garcia, and there's no Sergio Busquets in the team. It's Rodri and Koke in midfield. Soler came on as a substitute, and instead of Azpilicueta, he's brought on Danny Carvajal, um, Pau Torres, and Guillamon and Guy have also come into the team. So this is definitely a very changed 11 from Enrique, and he's opted for the 4-3-3 as well. But I think from the highlights, it looks as though Portugal have been the stronger team, and Spain haven't been able to force Diogo Costa into a save of note, which is a bit of a surprise. And I think Enrique still has a lot of work to do to get a team to truly click because they still, in some cases, look very, very disjointed. And if they fail to win and qualify for the Nations League final stages, then this could pretty much weigh heavily on them.
Robert Sanchez, David Bria, Lorente on the bench. They got some good players on their bench. Pedri, they got some good players on that bench.
Oh yeah.
And so let's look um, at the Ukraine Scotland game. Sorry, let's look a bit at their lineups. What um, Alexander Yarmolenko on the wing. Wow, I'm not going to read out those names, but yeah.
Yeah, I've got
Uh,
that. I've got that for you. So it's Vitaly
okay,
Mikolenko, the number 16 at 16, who's playing at left back, and yeah, I've got the names for you. Don't worry about it.
okay.
So I've got
You
them here.
go
Yeah. So
go for the
it's
Ukraine lineup.
yeah, and then they've got Matavenko and Zabarny playing as the centre backs. The number 18, the right back, is Alexander Timchik, who had a cross shot attempt which deflected off a Scotland defender and very nearly looped over Craig Gordon. They've got a 4-3-3 going on. Um, so obviously a lot will rest on the shoulders of Taras Stepanenko, the number 6, and Ruslan Malinovsky, the number 8, and Ignatenko in the midfield. That three-man midfield will probably look to do a lot more to provide some service for Yarmolenko, Dovbyk, and Mudryk up front in that 4-3-3. And the front three have looked quite dangerous, so Scotland need to tighten up a little bit. As for Scotland, if you can go there, they've got a 4-4-2. You can go to Scotland now.
Okay, wait. Let's go to Scotland.
Oh,
There we
and
go.
James has joined in. Evening, James. Good to see you, mate. How are you?
Yeah,
So it
even
is that so they had started off with a 5-4-1, but they've now gone to a 4-4-2. Ryan Fraser went from being a right wing back to being the right winger, and obviously his crossing will be very important. He came off the bench and really had a good effect against the Ukraine and Glasgow, and also was quite pivotal against Ireland and Dublin. It's Aaron Hickey at right back, Jack Hendry and Ryan Pertius, who are the centre backs. Greg Taylor is at left back in place of Andrew Robertson and Kieran Tierney. Robertson is still injured, and Tierney, I think, has been sent back home to stay fit for the Arsenal game, maybe. It's a four-man midfield, obviously. Fraser on the right, Ryan, Jack, and Callum McGregor in the middle. A nice old firm partnership, Rangers and Celtic there. And Kenny McLean will be left midfielder, which leaves John McGinn and Che Adams as the two up front. And McGinn normally plays as more of an attacking midfielder, so to have him up front is quite interesting. I think if Scotland need a goal, they might decide to bring off one of their midfielders, maybe Jack or either Jack or McGregor, who McGregor maybe move McGinn back to the centre of midfield and maybe bring on either Lyndon Dykes or Ryan Christie. If Hickey still feels uncomfortable, Clark can bring on Declan Gallagher. There's some decent stuff, decent players on the bench. Billy Gilmour, um, Anthony Ralston. Stuart Armstrong also can come on in defence to maybe replace Greg Taylor if he needs to come off. And yeah, so Scotland are fairly fair. I mean, they've had a few injuries, but they do seem to have patched things up a little bit well. And
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's most of the games. Let's just look at some scores. Before we do that, hello James, big
Yeah,
up. Yeah. How are you doing?
yeah, yeah,
Good. Always glad to
yeah.
hear. Um, yeah, Charles Francis, big up James. Yeah, Tyler said, no, it's not. It's Fabio. This is first name. They're currently 16th. Well, they could maybe upset what the Oppo challenging team, which is in the league. Bring on Billy Gilmour for Scotland, says Shasvan.
yeah,
Yeah,
decent
maybe.
shout. That's a decent shout. Maybe he can come on into the midfield, perhaps. But I was saying that instead of sticking McGinn up front, Clark might end up bringing on either Christie or Dykes for a midfield and moving McGinn back in because that might be his better position. So, yeah,
Yeah,
just
definitely.
gonna get a drink. Give me a couple of minutes, yeah.
Yeah, no. Wales versus England World Cup stream. Yeah, James, you already know World Cup it's going to be booming on this channel. We're going to have a fun time. It's some footballs to put on yeah somewhere and yeah. But let's look at some of the other scores. Of course, Portugal, Spain, no. Switzerland leading 2-0 versus 2-1 versus Czech Republic. Ireland, of course, 1 versus Armenia, which is expected. They no draw in this game so far. Albania, Iceland. Iceland 1-0 Albania. I'm sure Rest is loving it right now. Norway versus Serbia. Of course, Serbia are leading 1-0. Oh, they're leading. I don't even see that right there. Yeah, red cards for Iceland. Let me just change that. I didn't even notice that Serbia scored a goal. See, this is what happens, people. Sometimes you make mistakes. So yeah, sorry about that. But Serbia are leading 1-0. So yeah, uh, definitely. Uh, yeah. And then Sweden are drawing 1-1. Slovenia. Greece 1-1 in the Greece Northern Ireland game and 2-0 Kosovo. with Cyprus. Wow. Now, League Two matches. Carlisle United is winning 2-0. Wow, can't believe it. International matchups. Egypt winning 2-0. Ghana 1-0. Ivory Coast 3-0. What I might actually do is full screen it. So you guys can see it's a bit more clear. Yeah, let's now you guys should be able to let me zoom in a bit. Just zoom in, make it some yeah, there you go. You should be able to see it a bit better. Let me just go scroll up a bit so you guys can just make sure on that game's result you guys can see that. Yeah. No in the USA Serbia Saudi Arabia game, 4-1 in the Brazil Tunisia game, 1-1 Algeria Nigeria 0-0, 1-0 versus Israel. Um, England versus Germany. Just have a quick look who scored the goals for them. Let's have a quick look. Florian Balogun scored and Felix Nim scored. So yeah, Austria versus Wales. I also scored Austria goal. Let's just see. Bernard Zimmerman. That's very close to Afrikaans. Zimmerman and is definitely an Afrikaans or the surname that some people have. Maybe with just one in, but yeah, or two, I don't know. Who scored a goal from? But yeah, uh, yeah, that's I think um, that's all that.
Yeah.
Tyler.
So we're coming back live. I think the teams are in the tunnel, and just telling you to get ready. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready. Tyler, if you're still in the chat, in what league is that team? I just quickly want to check if I know any teams that is in that league. Let's see. All leagues. Mm, mm, it's England. It's National League. Maybe I think it's maybe in National League. So it's 16.
Okay, and there's a substitution for Spain. Sergio Busquets has come
Yeah.
on, and he's taken the captain's armband from Koke, and the Portuguese team are coming back. It's just kicked. It's just kicked off back in Krakow, and
Broja, Broja,
Ukraine,
man, Broja.
Ukraine are attacking from left to right, back in their usual.
Broja, man.
Mm. Morning. Tell me how Hardeep's fanboy is playing Ronaldo.
I'm not watching that. I'm watching the Ukraine Scotland
I'm
game,
watching.
so I
I
haven't
can
seen much of
see
that.
Hano,
Yeah.
what's Ronaldo doing?
the Portugal are sitting back, but Ronaldo is doing all right. Not too bad, but they're mostly sitting back. Portugal as they need just a draw to
Okay, so
qualify.
Scottish attack over here. Greg Taylor skies it completely high, but this is a good beginning from the
Smash
Scots.
the
At least
likes,
they're getting back
people.
in the.
Smash the likes. Big up to Marnie. Big up to Hano. Obviously, I know there's like three
Little
watch
bit
dogs in
too
a
high
row now.
there.
So. Hey, he's got the phone back. He's got the phone back for the timer. He's got the phone.
Yeah, you already know it.
Listen,
Come on, Rafe. Start the game. Okay.
listen. I don't care about Albania, to be fair, because it's a meaningless game. We can't even qualify, so who cares, man? Who cares?
Okay.
So, Oris, one question: If when and if Albania play England, where do your loyalties lie?
I'm always
Albania.
England, mate. I mean, last time I don't know if you guys remember. One you should remember. I think it was recent when the guy put his finger into his ear, he cupped his ear, and he scored against us. So
Yeah.
I don't know. To be fair, I mean,
Mm.
for me, my family, my first language is English. I'd support England. If they're not going, for me it's England. It has to be. For me, it's got to be England. So, yeah.
I get that. I get that. That's perfect. I mean, like, I'm born.
Oh, come on,
I was
Ray.
born. I was born
Catch
to
up
to an
with
Indian
them.
family, but I've
Oh,
always supported England. And so in cricket, for
no.
example, whenever England
Soft.
play India, for me it's always England.
Yep.
I never support it. I support India
Big up.
again. I may support India against a few other teams in the
No, come
Commonwealth
on.
Games.
No. Just
Yeah,
Ray.
that's good. Yeah.
In the Commonwealth Games, I'm always happy for the Indian athletes, but for me it's England all the way. And it's not something
Yeah.
that
Mm.
endears me to my.
Come on,
It's
India.
not. It's not something that endears me to my dad, but it is what it is. And whether
Oh,
it's in cricket or
Portugal.
whatever.
Ronaldo. Oh, save. Save. Should we have done better on that? I don't know.
Mm.
I think he made should have done a bit better there, Ronaldo.
Yeah, and over here in Krakow, there was an attempted goal. Mudryk had the ball. And brilliantly saved by Craig Gordon. Sticks out a strong left hand there and diverts it over the bar. The Scotland goalkeeper in his 73rd cap looking fit as a fiddle.
Pause.
And I tell you what, if Scotland secure the draw and qualify, it will be thanks to him, no doubt about it. Because Scotland are
Mm.
now living very dangerously indeed, allowing the Ukrainians to come in, and they cannot afford that. But now they're away and they can break. It is with now it's with Callum McGregor, who completely loses his footing after some good work from Ryan Fraser, who wins it back
Oh,
on the left.
McTominay's not playing.
No. I think he was injured
McTominay
against
is
the Irish.
suspended.
Oh, sorry, suspended. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
suspended. Yeah,
Suspended. Yeah, because he got a yellow card.
two
What a
successive yellow cards. But
Yeah, mate. Not surprised. Not surprised.
yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking that
great play,
yeah,
Southall. For
and a chip from Ryan
strike
Fraser, not
teams.
finding anyone
Oh,
there.
okay. Let me just see. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
2-0 Ireland.
The tuna. Okay, I was just about to go and check. I'm changing some because of those score. But we have thank you rest, so then I didn't have to change it.
2-0 Ireland. Man like Irish. Roy Kane. Roy Kane.
Okay.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
So another
Conor
Ukraine
McGregor.
attack. Hickey's being run ragged here. Mudryk has it. Mudryk is looking very
Oh,
dangerous.
Hickey. Didn't Arsenal fans want?
And once again saved by Craig Gordon. This
Didn't
time
Arsenal fans? Yeah.
Ignatenko with a pump,
Didn't
a more comfortable, and
Shush, alright, shush.
it was actually sort of deflected into
Shush,
Gordon's
shush.
pass safely by Callum McGregor, but still, the Ukrainians are looking dangerous. Scotland cannot afford to give them any
Right,
space.
booking.
didn't
That's what
Arsenal fans
happened.
overhype Hickey and thought, oh, Hickey's coming to the Emirates, oh, this and that, flipping.
Oh, we wanted Hickey, but I think once again, the club dilly-dallied, and then he went to
Brentford.
No, that's
a more
okay.
palatable West London club.
Alright, that should shush you up on your stream.
What?
Didn't even talk.
Dabs didn't shush
Right?
me up. Dabs did not shush me up. No, I can't.
You
can't
didn't even
I
talk.
can't talk over him. What am I meant to do? I need to be quiet. Let him speak. And I had my thoughts when he left. I still said, we'll win. So it was. I think it was only him that back. Him and this K guy here. Thursday, because I'm doing a stream. This is his power prediction because he's always against United. He has some agenda. I don't know what he has, but yeah. I got a little timer from man. Oh my god. All right, 50. Big up the timer.
Lord
Big
Dun-
up as always.
by
Big
Craig
up-
Gordon.
Big up, big up.
And it looks as though the Scots are being out-muscled. They might need some strength in their midfield. So, Chelsea fan, if you're still there, possibly bringing on Billy Gilmer could be a good call. I definitely would like to see Stuart Armstrong coming into the defence because, you know, Purtis has had a decent game in defence, but Taylor has been stretched a bit.
Oh,
And
Ronaldo with
once
the
again with
step
the
over. Oh, so beautiful. They
and
shoot and then you
again
save.
offside,
Oh, the
offside
step
again.
over.
So
Oh, step overs from Ronaldo, mate.
yeah,
Mate, Ronaldo's washed,
World
man.
class
He's
player,
washed.
just
He's
because you
washed.
can do step overs.
Ronaldo's washed, man.
No, what you talking about? You can still do step overs. It's world class doing step overs.
no,
Ronaldo.
he can still do a really good job for Portugal, and I think this World Cup will
That should
be
be
his
a
final
yellow
opportunity.
or even a red on Bruno. Come on.
Yeah, but okay. So once
That should
again,
be
the Scots are being pressured in their own half, and the Scots win a throw-in. So again, they're living very dangerously, and I think Clark will have to make a few changes. He certainly cannot rely on Craig Gordon to
4-0
keep making those
Kosovo,
saves.
4-0 Cyprus in the
They
mud.
got Kosovo, man. That Kosovo is like
Okay, so Scotland are in
hot.
the Ukrainian half now. Kenny McLean blocked. Now it's with Callum McGregor, who chips
Now
it forward
Portugal,
but
they
can't
really
find Greg
pushing back
Taylor.
Kosovo,
Portugal now.
Kosovo is connected to Albania, so like literally,
Referee
like
plays advantage. Forward pass from
okay.
Yarmolenko. And Dubvik is completely offside. No dice
No,
for you tonight,
Chelsea
son.
fan, stop it. Chelsea
Not
fan,
tonight.
stop it. Chelsea fan, man. I mean, yeah,
And we
he's still the goalie, but flipping no, man. Just,
and we got
not right now. Not right now. Not right now.
James is back.
James, I missed that first stream in his back.
Yep.
James,
Okay, so we're deep into the Ukrainian half, but the defense can gather. And again, Lunin hasn't been forced to make a save this half.
James,
But,
is England winning the World Cup? Okay, yeah. That's clip of
No.
the day. That's clip of the day for me.
No, Oris, don't do that. Don't do that. That's out of order.
No, it's not my job. It's Hannah's job, but I'm just saying.
No.
I don't think Hannah would. It's just joking,
Yeah.
man. Man,
So it's with Callum McGregor down the left. Can he try and find a way
top of
through?
the league, man. Just
Greg
just-
Taylor. Kenny McLean. John McGinn. Kenny McLean.
We've got Southgate. Who? Gareth Southgate. Just
Who?
don't think you understand. Maguire at the back. Mount in attack. Marnie is Arteta out. Stop watching YouTube.
Why are you
huh?
bringing me into this, huh? And you know that I despise that chant with a passion. Seriously. Okay, so
Arteta in. Let him keep his job. Come on.
Hannah, I think we should stop because Marnie will be. He will stop coming
You
in
will
the
leave the
channel.
stream. You will leave the stream.
no, I'm not
Yeah.
going to leave the stream. I mean, look, you know, I've got a job to do and I'm doing it. There's no way that I would consider walking away. I mean, look, I can tolerate Orist, okay? He's a bit of a cheeky bugger, but he's all right.
Man, like James.
What-
What game are you watching,
what
James?
was-
Pause. Oh, man. Oh. Ronaldo.
Are you watching? Oh, why are you watching Ronaldo, James? Ronaldo's finished. He's cack.
It's
Finished.
2-0 Serbia. Wow, Holland can't
Boo,
do
Serbia,
it.
man.
Can't.
Boo.
Holland can't do it on the international stage, people.
Boo, Serbia, man. Like, if people know politics that well between Albania and Serbia, man, there's not. Yeah, we don't work well with each other. But yeah.
I think that can be the same thing can be said of a lot of Eastern European countries, to be fair, Orist.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly when you take a look at the countries which comprise the former Yugoslavia, believe me, not exactly friendly.
Yeah.
At one point, Yugoslavia was still in existence, but then it broke up into Serbia, Montenegro, and a few, one or two others. So,
No. Wrong one. Yeah.
And of course, you have the
Tomorrow,
Czech.
do you race tomorrow is North London review.
Yeah.
What specials do you have on?
I'm gonna have the Spurs fan that said that they're gonna win.
Okay, so a dangerous Ukraine attack coming up right now down the left. It is with Mudryk right now from Ignatenko's cross.
Can't interrupt
Headed
the
away.
boss.
But, I mean, I cannot bear to see the side of Scotland parking the bus when there's more than half now. I mean, I don't know what it is, Orest, but it's a British Isles thing.
2-1,
Whenever we
please.
see,
2-1, please.
whenever there's a situation where a team from the British Isles qualifies for a major tournament, every nation from the British Isles gets behind that team. In '94, when the Republic of Ireland qualified and none of the UK teams made it, we all got behind the Republic of Ireland because of that strong English connection. And that attack went to nothing, behind for a goal kick, and you could see a little bit of frustration there from the Ukrainian crowd in Krakow
But did
tonight.
Canada lose, Moss? Canada lose, or what? Probably lost.
Probably. Yeah.
That was
That's a
10
shite.
minutes.
Let me check.
A
Canada.
shite, so they lost.
Canada. Yeah, they lost 2-0 to Uruguay.
Oh, a dreadful header there from McGregor. Very nearly let Dobbik through, but
Oh my
he's
days!
redeemed himself.
Darwin Noodle scored. Oh yeah, Canada is terrible. Man. That's terrible. Sorry, but if it
And Mauritius Wi-Fi is gone.
Still no goals between Portugal and Spain, but the
Um,
Ukraine are swarming
Canada-
all over the
Losing it.
Scots right now.
But clinical Uruguay, Nunes, and De La Cruz, and
my
now
bad.
Norway down 2-0 to Islavic and Moss.
Canada is in the mud. Canada's in the mud. No. I'm joking, man. No, you guys can beat England. You guys can
And
beat
that was a
England.
poor kick from Gordon.
They can beat
Great
England.
shot. Great shot stopper, but his kicking once again has let him down.
Eden Nunes, fantastic. Ukraine, no
Nunes
Scotland.
scored. That's embarrassing.
Offside there. And
Yeah.
again,
Hashem.
Gordon with the save, but is it offside over here? We don't know.
Now, what I think.
Once again, the Scots are living
got
very dangerously, and
one.
Dobvik is looking very
Oh no,
dangerous.
you got Bobby. You got Bobby and
Bobby can only join if he works half time. But I
and
know I
So-
got
you got
one.
Ronan. Yeah, Ronan.
I will try him. But
Yeah,
I got
Ronan.
one. Got one already, 5 p.m. So,
Yeah. Tomorrow
it's a
might not
Premier
be
So
League
half
World
an hour
Cup
left.
violation.
And the
Yeah,
Ukraine
yeah.
look really dangerous.
Look up.
Clark needs to make some changes.
James.
And once again, the Ukrainians win back the ball, and they're looking a lot stronger. So Scotland are in for a very desperate last half hour.
Watch the derby at start on the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're beating City, man. Don't worry.
Shush, alright, shush.
Mendoza.
James, is Man United beating City in the weekend?
Yeah. Cleared by Jack Hendry, but
Well,
nobody was able to get
okay.
to that.
No.
Well intercepted by McLean, and he
Come on.
can.
Yeah.
Talk about
And
Manchester
he's
derby
found
games.
Che Adams, Ryan Jack, and a wayward pass, which is
James is going to
intercepted
win.
by the Ukraine, but also helped straighten to Gordon's arm. So
Yeah,
Mikolenko
James
as well looking dangerous.
James is going to win Man United and Man City.
Yeah.
He's going to win.
Uh,
Tap in the private chat if you want.
Mary tickets.
City, just say City. Just say City.
No, don't say City.
City.
James, if you say City-
City.
James, you know the concept. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's the
who's
score
winning?
prediction? Score prediction. Who's winning?
But Mendoza is away.
Away. Man United away. Yeah. Oh! Okay, James. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
James.
3-1. Oh, wait, who said 3-1? Someone said 3-1 Man United in my stream. I forgot who it was. Who
David.
was it? It was Toby. Toby, yeah.
Me.
Oh my day.
No, I'll go with 2-1 United. 2-1.
Okay, so this is desperate stuff. I think the Ukraine have a free kick now. Fired in. Does it find the Ukrainian attacker? Yes, it does, but it's
Czech
Zabarny who
Republic
hits
missed
it
the
over the bar.
penalty. Czech Republic missed the penalty. Wow.
Penalty.
Another penalty miss? I know
Yeah.
they missed a penalty against Portugal. Who was the unlucky fella who missed that kick?
It was Thomas Suchek.
Ah, it was Patrick Schick who missed against Portugal. So I think it was fair to say that he didn't want to take another
Is
kick.
Haaland playing against? Let me check.
And Scottish fans, of course, have good reason to remember Schick because it was he who scored that 55-yard goal against them in the European Championships.
If
Caught David Marshall completely out of his ground.
Haaland is losing 2-0 to Serbia, and if Serbia can keep Haaland quiet, then why can't Man United bloody can? So yeah,
They can't.
Haaland, you're in the mud, mate. He's getting prepared because 2-0 they're losing. Then they'll lose 2-1 to us. You see that? You see that? And then
Listen, Doris, don't count your chickens. I mean, look, there's still about half an hour left to play. Anything can happen, so calm down, yeah? I
What I'm
realize
saying-
that, when it comes to Serbia, Mitrovic is looking in really good form, and that attack goes long, and that will be a Scottish goal kick. But again, about 26 minutes left. Scotland are still living very dangerously, and they really cannot afford to be living too dangerously.
Albania haven't even made the sub yet. Brogues is on the sub. See
Neither for that.
Chelsea plays on the bench and we're still winning. Chelsea impact, man. Chelsea heritage.
So basically,
Chelsea,
Ukraine-
Mount. We saved you
Yeah.
last night. Mount saved you.
Let Marley speak, man.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. So, yeah.
Spain bowling. Oh, cleared away. And now Spain again. And it's going to be free kick to Portugal. Everyone smash that like button. Then let's
Smash
issue
it.
15. Right. Share the
Smash
Some of
channel.
Some of the players are struggling out there in the rain. There does need to be some fresh blood injected.
Smash
So,
that like
free kick
that.
taken by Pertius to Jack.
James,
Hickey.
smash the likes.
Back with Hickey now. McGregor.
James,
Chip
you
forward,
texting?
but headed
James,
away
you texting?
as far as Greg
Who
Taylor.
you texting? Who you texting, James?
Oh,
Texting your girlfriend you wish you had.
no.
Oh, James, the texting Scott Parker, sending comeback to Bournemouth. Don't worry, as soon as Scott Parker has been appointed as England manager, Marnie will be in the mud.
And
I'm
me
joking.
too.
Hannah,
I would like to see Scott Parker being Thomas Tuchel's assistant, but I don't think that will
Hannah,
happen.
we've got good news for you, I think because we said it in Ollie Street.
Me.
Southgate apparently after the World Cup he will step down.
And
Thomas Tuchel-
Scotland have a corner. Scotland have
Thomas
a corner.
Tuchel's a
Maybe
candidate to replace him, and Eddie Howe as well.
Yeah.
What was it?
Eddie Howe.
Is
Eddie Howe won't
James
go.
Scott Parker sacked? Is Scott Parker?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's available now. Yeah, he's a free man now. Yeah.
Was it? What was that iPad? Was it?
VAR.
Timer.
What happened?
Timer. Countdown.
VAR.
That's
Was
it.
that YouTube? Yeah. Oh.
No, it's
Yes.
not YouTube.
Okay, so it looks as though
It's not
Scotland
YouTube.
might be.
It's not YouTube. It's not YouTube.
So it looks as though Scotland might be making a change. It looks as though it could be
James, it's not
Right.
YouTube.
Stephen Kingsley coming on,
Ronaldo
and,
was a bad pass.
a high ball claimed by Andre
We've got
Lunin.
5
So
people here. Smash the likes. Probably one of them is Oasis. Time up. That's fine, man. James.
Just
It's
on
not
the-
YouTube. It's on Google.
It's
Google.
YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's on
Oh, it's
YouTube.
actually-
Just Yeah, it's a YouTube thing, so I can pause it. So yeah,
No, don't pause it.
yeah, but you can.
Yeah, it's on YouTube, James. YouTube.
It's on YouTube. I can. South Africa
Yeah.
won today, right? And I don't know. I don't even care about
Okay,
that.
so it's with Che Adams now.
About
Can he
the
find
problem.
someone? And Scotland can run in down the right through Aaron Hickey. It goes to Ryan Jack now. Ryan Fraser just couldn't control it, so that'll be a goal kick. And so this could be the time for Scotland to make their first change, I hope. I saw Stephen Kingsley, and it could be a triple substitution because it looks as though it could be King.
What are you doing?
No, I'm just trying. Hang on, I forgot to press that.
What's
What
it?
are you doing?
He's playing around. He's playing
Nah, I
around
forgot.
Oh, Jesus.
of the video clips. That's all you're doing.
Right. Okay, so it could be a triple substitution with Kingsley, Stuart Armstrong, and what looks like, let me see who could be possibly coming on.
What's that?
Maybe
This,
Or
what's that?
could very well be Gilmer.
First.
But
Okay,
this thing,
yeah, I'll stop.
James.
Yeah.
Timer.
Okay, brilliant tackle there. It's now with John McGinn. Can he find his teammate? Yes, he
No,
sees Ryan
it's
Jack
on.
over there and gives it to him. Jack is blocked, but
Onward.
only as far as McLean. Jack to McGinn. Lays it back. And there's
Oh!
a shot
Ow.
completely high. But has he won a corner? Yes, he has.
Ireland 2-1. Armenia has scored.
No, they haven't.
Who they have?
They haven't.
Ta-da.
La la la
Okay,
la
they have.
la
Now
la,
they have,
la
Boris.
la 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 la. Armenia.
You should be saying Albania, not Armenia.
So it's a
Nah, I
Scotland
don't care
corner.
about Albania, man. I don't
Ryan
care
Fraser
about
to take
Albania,
it.
man. We are so bad. It's
Could
like
very
watching
well
Thomas
be that
Tuchel.
right-footed in
You're
swinger, which
winning,
might
you're not
find a
bad,
Scottish
you're
head.
winning.
Yeah, but it's a pointless game, man. Like we can't even qualify. So there's
Claims for a
nothing.
handball.
I mean, if Russia didn't do that thing, well, I can't. I won't say, but if Russia didn't
Well,
do
the
that,
Scots are
then
claiming a handball.
would've
They're still
played them
claiming
and
a
beat them.
handball. Could that go to VAR? And a nice high ball claimed by Andre Lunin, but
James, can you just calm down?
no VAR called there as of yet, and that could go begging. Good corner that from Fraser, but yeah, so no, it doesn't look like a hand there. Ooh, that could be interesting. The number 14, Ignatenko, and is Dubvik offside? Cuts through the defense, but
Ah,
was-
red,
the defense
red,
does its
red,
job.
red, yellow. Let's be yellow. Foul on Jota. Why do you
James,
keep
just don't
putting
believe
it?
in
It's James hits his arrest because he's bored.
No, I don't have the control settings. It's not me. South Africa want. Did they?
I don't know. I current.
Too relevant for. It's too relevant. Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
Charles Francis
Bobby,
told people get the
what's
likes up
your-
to 15.
Oh, close,
Instead of
close.
he said Ike. So get the Ikes up, guys. Get the Ikes up to 15.
Okay, so
Right.
17 minutes gone in Krakow. Still no sign of a substitution yet, but hopefully
Oh,
that will
James, did that
change.
VAR.
Yep.
Did the VAR.
It's a Scottish
VAR.
three-man substitution. Ryan Christie, Stuart
James,
Armstrong,
James.
and who else?
Yeah.
Penalty.
Two.
No, I'm joking. I'm just.
Oh yeah, we beat.
2-2. Ireland 2-2.
Jeez.
Ireland,
Ireland
the bottlers,
crumbling
man, the
like
bottlers.
Germany.
Ireland are bottlers, man. It's in the DNA.
Oh, that sounds horrible. So I know that my Irish friends will not be happy. So first Scottish change of the night, we'll see Greg Taylor being pulled off for Stephen Kingsley. Good call. Taylor's looked stretched a bit. Hasn't really, never really looked comfortable tonight.
Matt Doherty.
So-
man. Oh my days.
Yeah. And the changes are coming thick and fast now. Some fresh legs coming in. Who else will be coming on? Let's just see. And Ryan Fraser, who's had a good game tonight, he will be
Come on,
coming off
Ukraine.
for...
Get a goal and when come on Ukraine. Get a goal and get promoted. That's all you need.
Yeah, so he'll be replaced by Ryan Christie. And Stuart Armstrong will be coming on for Ryan Jacks. So, yeah, definitely some freshening up needed. Christie coming on means that McGinn should move back into the midfield. So it'll be McGinn and Armstrong in that midfield, and obviously Kingsley in the back four. Should be
Yeah.
should be interesting to
And
see how these new changes come in. And it looks as though Fraser might be nursing a calf strain. Very unfortunate indeed.
as it stands, um, Serbia are top of the group and are going to get promoted ahead of Norway in the
Oh,
Greece Northern
there we
Ireland game.
go.
Greece are already promoted. Doesn't matter if they lose or not.
What's a
Yeah.
what's that?
Yeah. Oh
No,
yeah, you
no,
James agrees.
no.
Yeah.
James, no, James. James,
Yes.
James, James. You know what to do. No? Copy what I put now in the private chat.
Don't you
Copy
dare,
that.
James.
Right, so a
James,
Scotland pro. Hopefully that'll give them some
James,
respite.
come on. James,
Where
copy
is
it.
he?
Copy what I say. Copy what I put in the private chat.
No,
Copy.
James. James.
Come on, James.
Morning, you James. James, don't you
James.
dare. James. Yeah.
No,
He
Oh,
only listens to
much
me.
opportunity there
He
for
only
Ronaldo.
listens
Okay.
to me.
Wow.
Hannah Coach
Okay.
Warner.
Okay, so Ukraine are making a
Always-
change. It looks as though
always
they're bringing on
Ronaldo
Yaremchuk.
missed a
maybe
should
to-
have scored. So yeah.
So the Ukraine are making a change. It looks as though they're bringing on Yaremchuk, the number 9. Might want some firepower up front. Let's see who he'll replace. Yep, Roman Yaremchuk. And let's see how fresh this Scottish midfield looks. Oh, pretty poor footwork there from Kenny McLean. Lost the ball there. But some
Okay.
good defensive work. And Christie now has it. Let's see what he can do. Passes it all the way up front to Che Adams, who can control it. Oh, once again, slipping on the
Oh
turf.
no, James is having. Don't you dare.
Rest
And,
out.
it's with
James,
McGinn.
Rest out.
McGregor. Hickey. Back to
You put
McGregor.
it first. James,
McLean.
put it first.
McGregor. McLean.
Oh, Spain.
Kingsley. Armstrong.
Good shot there
Oh,
by
throw
Spain.
conceded by
James,
Armstrong
James,
there.
wave to the 4 people that watch him. Wave to them. Wave to them. Barney, wave to the 4 people that are watching them.
Yeah. And so they brought off. They're
Wave.
bringing off. They're bringing off Mudryk and they've also brought on another
Rest,
sub.
wave, wave.
Hmm?
Wave, alright.
Yeah, Stigankov has come on for Mudryk,
You don't wave.
and
come
it
on,
looks as
wave.
though Yaremchuk will be has replaced. Let's see who he's replaced. 15 minutes to go. Okay, so 15 minutes to go. It's anyone's game now. Ukraine have made 2 subs. Scotland have made 3.
Happy birthday to
Yeah,
you.
Stiganigov has replaced Mudryk, and Yaremchuk has come on for. Let's see for whom he's come on.
Okay, Spain. Let's see. Is there any more goals? Nope.
Man, that John Obi Mikel, you know. What a guy. Boxing Day James.
Hey,
And he's replacing number 11, Dobvik,
boxing,
who's
yeah. Charity
Yeah.
boxing match, James. I don't mind. I don't mind. Charity boxing match. Hannah will be the referee. Marnie will be my.
Yeah, I don't want any involvement in boxing. Okay, that's not my thing. Okay, so Yaremchuk has replaced.
He's scared.
Hey,
Yeah,
James.
Yaremchuk.
Dim look. Boop, 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 boop.
All right, calm down. So Yaremchuk has
Please
replaced.
get that all interrupts.
So Yaremchuk has replaced Dobvik, who has been
Interrupting.
in trouble with offsides many times. Maybe that'll give some freshness to the attack. It's up for grabs now. 14 minutes to go. Anyone's game for sure. We'll see for how long the Scots can hold. And some desperate defending there from Hickey, and a
15
corner is
minutes
conceded. So
Portugal Spain game. Can Spain get a goal? Really attacking now. It's last 10 or so minutes.
Still goalless in this game as well. What a surprise! But
Bowling, oh,
no shortage of excitement though. That's for sure. And high in swing in
Hunter.
and headed outside the penalty area, but
VG.
rest.
Nah, I thought this was real, you know. 2 cars behind the point, I was thinking the head coach, Sauce, trust me.
What's
I
that?
mean,
Predator.
Nah, it's fake, James, it's fake.
Oh,
I only made that to make Marnie's attention and Hannah's attention. Oh, there's new stuff in the graphics. Oh,
me.
hang on. Let me just actually. Okay. How comes you never use these on video
What?
clips and graphics? On graphics, there's nice clips you can use for your intro.
What's that?
For example, look, this one I'll play for like 1 second. Look,
What's
don't
that?
you like that? Don't you like that? What about this one?
What's that? Yeah, what's that? This one. No.
an attack there, headed away, and a shot which was
Playing
just
for
wide.
goals or back in long shot.
Stepanenko there, who just
Back.
skewed it wide.
Out
Gordon
wide.
nonchalantly
Oh.
had it covered.
It's cleared. Not far enough. Spain. Timer restream. Oh,
The thing is, that lot is rested for Sunday, so I'm happy about that, man.
And so Scotland
might
have
be
made
a
another change. Adams has run himself
Cancelo's
into the
playing as
ground.
well.
So it is Lyndon Dykes who's come on. So he's brought out the big gun.
And
And,
how's Cancelo been? Hannah, how's Cancelo?
he's been good. He hasn't really.
Might be tired. That's good.
Oh, some good footwork there by the Yaramchuk, who has come on and looked good, but well cut away by the Scottish
He hasn't
defence.
had to do much.
And
He's been right. Bruno.
you can see the
Bruno's coming
Okay.
off. Oh, not Bruno. It's not Bruno. He's walking back. It's Jota that's coming off. Even Bruno is shocked and Jota is shocked. This is. Yeah, but who's coming on for Jota? Who's this kid?
Yeah.
James, you're very tired, isn't it?
Oresh, has there been any other goals? Nope.
Nope. I'm keep don't worry, I haven't then. Let me check if Broja came on. Lineups. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Broja, you know, watch us lose now. I'm joking.
Brad going to lose.
Broja. Bro, I'm trying my best to convince him to come to you, but I can't do anything because the thing is, I don't know if I told
You
you
have
any of you guys,
CR7.
but
Why do you need him?
There's a
Like
nice,
CR7?
there's a story that I haven't told you guys. Yeah, I don't think, but you see, my cousin is related to Broja, so even though I won't tell him to come to you now because that's not professional, but he does keep in contact with him. But all I've been told by his cousin is that he remains to stay with Chelsea, like because he loves Chelsea so much. So obviously he signed a new contract, so he just wants to stay at Chelsea for now. So nothing's
Yeah.
changed. But yeah.
That's a dumb idea to extend his
Excuse me?
contract.
Oh,
It
yeah,
wasn't-
yeah.
It
So
was because
9 minutes left, and Scotland were claiming.
Because it's changing everything.
Yeah, 9 minutes left for Barney's games, Scotland.
Yeah, so I mean, they were claiming a corner, but instead it was a goal kick to the Ukraine, and McGinn wasn't happy about it. Holding on desperately, still trying to get something. I think it's fair to say that whoever wants the goal might end up getting it. So it could be the Ukraine, and who end up nicking it at the end. Because if Scotland are playing the way they're playing, I mean, they could end up losing if they're not careful. They cannot keep relying on Craig Gordon to keep saving them. Gordon has pulled off 2 big saves tonight, but certainly this could very well be his most momentous game as Scotland goalkeeper if it stays that way. But another kick which found its man but went straight out. So
Can like long range shot maybe? Ball in for post. Oh, and just can't get it. It's close.
and now it's with the Scots who can move through Kingsley and
Bruno is looking tired,
running down the right, and
3-1 Greece, I know. 3-1
Kingsley
Greece.
is with him.
3-1. And Cyprus have made 1, so Kosovo 4-1. Yeah.
So Greece is 3-1. What's
was
it
that?
with? What's it?
Yeah, Greece 3-1. Greece 3-1. Yeah.
Okay, just hold on. And Cyprus have scored a goal. 4-1. Okay. James,
So it's with McGinn now,
James,
and
what game are you watching?
the referee awards a free kick, eating up more seconds.
James, what game are you watching?
Keep holding on.
Others.
What?
He might be watching the Scotland game, I think. Scotland?
No.
What? Norway game? Or the Portugal game?
Okay, so yeah, happy retirement to John McKell, Obi McKell, fine player. I don't think Nigeria will be in this World Cup, so I think it made sense for McKell to retire.
He's shite, you know. Arteta law.
Yeah.
Can't say back in injury, but I didn't see him playing. No, don't see him. That's why we're on this topic, and there's not much happening in the other games.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
So the Prem predictions is moved to Thursday, and
What
Friday, 5 p.m.
Wait, Friday or Thursday?
Thursday, 5
Thursday,
p.m.
5 p.m. Yeah, I can do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Friday, I don't know what time. T-Boy TV, aka Tyler, the Luton fan, is going to host a championship stream as I can't, so you will be hosting it.
James, Thursday.
Okay, so Scotland have an attack right now through Lyndon Dykes down the left.
James,
It might
certainly
be
has.
Thursday, 5.
Sorry, Scott.
Yes.
but it might be a packed house because I can only have 6 on including me. So it might be a packed house as I wanted Brighton, Liverpool, United, Tottenham, Arsenal.
Oh, yeah, you definitely got Brighton.
So, Christy, McGregor.
We need Haaland, man. Luke Haaland, man. We need Haaland. Luke.
Pass McGinn to McLean.
Oh, yeah, and a City fan.
Stephen Kingsley.
Cross
from the left. Straight into Noonan's
I
arms.
miss it away.
What's that? Bournemouth versus Tottenham. Yeah, you're losing, James.
Okay, so
Hello?
5 minutes left, 4.5 actually. Scotland still hanging on.
It's 5-1
It is-
Kosovo.
Yeah.
5-1, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, James has to go. No, I know James has to
So
go.
desperate defending
James.
again from
Easy.
Scotland. And a
Right,
pretty
James,
poor
we
kick
have
from
James.
Gordon, which somehow
James,
finds its man.
Okay.
James's channel.
Yeah.
James just makes his videos private. After it ends, he makes it private. Or he does his videos
I think
private.
he does it on Twitch.
Because I got a notification of one of his streams. Wait, Spain! Oh, blocked and it's gone out for corner. Scotland, I think is going to end no.
Okay, so this is dangerous. A possible Ukrainian attack through Yarmolenko on the right. And who's whistling there?
I'm taking over Marnie's job now.
Okay,
I
so
can't confirm.
finally, a Scottish free kick is awarded, and
Potentially.
this
Need to
could
hear
very
what the
well
No,
be.
word.
you got a waste country maybe.
I got
And
to
now
hear what
Ukraine are bringing on a
because
couple
he
more
said he
subs.
was going to let me
Uh,
know
so Yarmolenko coming off for
today
Zubkov,
or
and
tomorrow. I will ask him tomorrow
who else has
morning.
come on? And
So,
Is there any players that
Pikalyanok
surprised
has
you,
also
man?
come on for
what?
Malinovsky. So
No, I was asking one.
Yarmolenko and Malinovsky are off, and with 3 minutes to go, I think the Ukraine have decided that they want to bring some freshness in. Maybe it'll help them get a late goal, but
Yeah.
Scotland are holding on, but
I
only
was
just,
asking,
only
I was
just.
asking Marnie if there's any players that he was impressed today in the game.
Uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously with the Ukraine, there were quite a few players who caught my eye. Dubvik, if he hadn't have been caught offside too
Oh,
many times, he would have looked really good.
hang on.
Mudrik also looked to
What?
finally
There is
have.
actually, yeah, go on, Marnie.
Yeah, no, no, no.
Double red card for
Double red card for
Armenia.
Armenia, yeah. Double red cards.
Sorry, Manny, go on.
What? How many red cards were there?
Two. No,
2.
Armenia got two
Yeah.
red cards right now.
Oh man. So if the Republic of Ireland don't score, then this will be
Exactly.
horrible. And I think my Irish friends will be apoplectic. They're not very happy with Stephen Kenny as coach. He never should have been brought back in at the expense of Mick McCarthy. But
This is why I didn't
you
watch
know, for the,
Albania second half. It's still 1-0. Albania,
yeah,
like, we're just shit, man. Honestly, man.
yeah.
Sorry for swearing, but we're
So
just so bad.
So yeah, for the Ukraine, Dobvik did look good, and obviously Stepanenko was pulling strings in the midfield and trying to start quite a few attacks. Lunin never really had many saves to make, but whenever he was called on to claim a few crosses, he looked good. For Scotland, I can't look too far beyond Craig Gordon, although certainly I
Free
want
to
to say Fraser.
Ireland! Free to Ireland! Free to Ireland!
Thankfully, my friends are going to be happy now. Prayers answered.
And there's what?
And
Oh, Spain! España! España!
Yeah, you made me miss the goal always. Screw you. Screw you.
España! Why?
no, listen. Yeah, so it is 1-0 Spain with a few
Spain
minutes left.
Viva
going to
Ronaldo! Viva
And
Spain are
Ronaldo!
going have won their group. Spain
No,
have
they-
won the group.
no, they haven't won their group. There are still 2 minutes left. And now it's in the Scotland penalty area. Desperate
Okay.
defending. A shot deflected behind for a
This
corner,
what-
but we
this
will
is
now see
what
the
Wow,
replay.
happens
wow.
when you set back the whole game.
Viva
Yeah, so-
Ronaldo!
He's offside. Is he offside?
It was
Oh,
Morata
no,
as well.
he
Morata!
Is that offside?
Morata! And
That's close.
Cancelo's playing as
That's
well.
offside.
Okay, you know what? No.
Horrible from Cancelo.
Don't worry, guys, because Ronaldo still the goal because he made good recovery after collision with the goalkeeper. So yeah, man,
Yeah.
Ronaldo fanboys in the bin, in the mud. Hardy, I don't want to hear none of this. No, this and that.
Yeah,
Cute
so
player,
a booking for the Ukraine bench. I wonder who's gotten that.
Cheers.
And we're
yes,
into added
thank you.
time now in
That's
Krakow.
always
It's still
true.
0-0. Scotland are holding on very desperately. They've just conceded a corner,
will-
of course.
I reckon
And,
they will be just 1 minute added on to this half, maybe 2, because there were subs. I'm going with 2. Okay.
And it's
So Pertius with the tackle there. The Ukrainians were claiming a penalty. VAR certainly haven't looked at that. And I think clearly the Ukrainians were angry with that. They wanted a penalty. So, yeah. And another substitution for Ireland. It's the number 16, Ralston, who's come on. More to replace Aaron Hickey. More men at the back. And yet another Scottish corner. So they're hanging on desperately, are the Scots. And this is squeaky bum time, as we would say.
squeaky bum time, Fergie time.
Yeah, Fergie is, of course, a famous Scotsman. He also managed Scotland at the 1986 World Cup following the death of Jock Stein. And
Portugal!
headed
Portugal!
wide.
Oh, Ronaldo.
Don't
So
worry,
there are
mate.
4
I'm
minutes.
ahead of you, Hannah. It's fine. I got flash score, mate. Flash score.
So there are 4 minutes of added on time, one of which has already been played. I think Scotland now have a few minutes to try and hang on, 2.5 minutes. So, has the goal been given or has it been disallowed?
Okay, it's not going over 90 minutes. So. Yeah, but it's just over 90 minutes, people. Not going
Yeah.
over.
And we are now into 2 minutes of
Maybe
the four
4 minutes.
added on. And what can Scotland do here?
5 minutes added
I
on
don't know if they're going to try and
at the
score, but you
Portugal.
never know. Strange things can happen.
5 minutes
But
added on at the Portugal game, and we're not going to start up the time again. Just
okay, so
next time I
two
give one
2 minutes played, 2 minutes
120.
left. If the Scots can keep it in the Ukrainian half, that could very well be enough. I do not see them trying to score a goal. A shame, really,
Come on,
because you'd think that
Portugal.
with Christie and Dykes on, they would have tried to do something, but maybe with Ryan Fraser taken off, that creative engine was taken away. But Scotland cannot rest. They cannot rest because the
Hey,
Ukrainians are coming back at them, and Scotland win back the ball. And what can they do now? So it's a pass forward, and it goes for a throw-in. And it's this sort of sloppy play that could end up costing Scotland if Ukraine score. Purtius there with a good run, but a wayward pass. And the Ukrainian bench are apoplectic. They want a lot more, and the referee's speaking to a few of them right now. Another yellow card. And they are angry. 1 minute left. What can the Ukrainians do? Can Scotland hold on for dear life? They are holding on. Crunching tackle there. A Ukraine throw-in.
3 minutes added on.
And I think it's fair to say that Scotland have defended much better now in these last few minutes than they have for large periods in the second half. They had to depend on Craig Gordon making one or two important saves throughout the game, but it looks as though they've gotten their act together. It looks as though Clark's subs have helped tighten up the game a bit. But again, 30 seconds left. What can Ukraine do? It's a Scotland throw. Sorry, son, you don't have the ball.
Ronaldo! Oh, the keeper came out just
but
in
Ronaldo's
time.
finished, man.
You know what? I reckon there's another goal for Portugal in here. I reckon they will score. Because Spain's the famous. They just need that one clear opportunity.
Okay, so 4 minutes have already been played. Will the referee blow his whistle? Ukraine throw from within their half. And yes, the referee has blown his whistle. And Scotland have secured promotion to the top tier of the Nations League. Despair for the Ukrainians who gave their all, but joy for the Scots in white. The boys in white have done all right tonight.
A Britannia of one. Always is now happy. England are shite.
Yeah,
Listen,
so
mate.
the Ukrainians
Now
look
the Premier League will
despondent.
be
They
back.
obviously had some chances.
Eric Ten Hag ball returns for the weekend. Potter ball, Arteta ball. I'm looking
Spain,
forward, man.
can they make it 2-0?
Looking forward. I'm looking for Kane
No.
to get into that header
Yeah.
goal in that corner. And Marnie will be screaming Arteta out next my stream. But listen, I'm no jokes aside. We are all looking for Premier League to return this weekend. And obviously, with me, I haven't watched my club
I'm not
play in the
because
Premier League.
we
Yeah, we had
I'm
last
looking
game was
forward, but I'm not.
Sheriff, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to batter.
Yeah,
Last time
but
we
you
played
know-
what?
You know what? Say whatever you want, but I do like international football, and obviously all of the emotions that come with it. You know, there's nothing like it. And obviously, with Scotland winning promotion to the top tier, this will be some consolation for them not quite making the World Cup squad. And their record against Ukraine in these last few games has been played 3, won 1, drawn 1, lost 1. So it's nice that they were able to get some revenge. And the Ukrainians were
hold on.
they were desperate to try and win, but the Scots held firm. And all I can say is congratulations to Scotland. And as an England fan, I'm not ashamed to say this. Scotland have been good value for their promotion, and I wish them good luck in the top tier. It won't be easy, but I'm sure they will give it a good fight.
It will be easy.
And
They're not playing England anymore. And it's all kicking off here.
yeah, I mean, if Scotland were playing England in Group B of the Nations League, I'm pretty certain that Scotland would really want to wring our necks. But England have a lot of answers, questions to be answered. Wales also need to pick up their
Could
socks,
that
but
be a
Scotland are
big
looking
loss
good.
for Joe Felix?
And a
Mm.
good win as well for the Republic of Ireland. So, Del Boy and company, if you've seen that game, I hope you're happy. But I still agree with you. Kenny out. Armenia had 2 players sent off, and you still could only win 3-2. Kenny needs to go.
What's good?
Kenny,
What's good? What's the bleeding story? What's his intro again? I forgot.
It's what's the crack? What's the
I
bleeding
need
story?
full-time
Yeah. What's the
Spain.
crack? What's the
I've
bleeding
won
story?
the I've won the group, people.
Yeah,
Just waiting the Albania game to finish.
yeah. I
Is
know. I don't
Iceland?
think no one here cares about Albania. Even like,
Wait, are Iceland going to grab a winner?
and they have
Draw.
joking. Flash score. Hang on,
Draw.
let me get flash score on quickly.
I'm
Right.
on SofaScore,
So
mate.
the games. All right. Spain, Portugal full time. Hardeeps in the mud. Albania Iceland is still playing. Looking now. Albania
How
should
many
win that game
minutes were
1-0.
added on in that game?
But listen, if it wasn't for what Russia are doing right now, then I genuinely think we would have beaten Russia. I think so. Yeah.
7 minutes added on in the
For who?
Albania game. The Albania game, 7 minutes were added on.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Oris, where can the people find you?
Yes, you can find me at Oris Football on YouTube. Instagram as well, Oris Football. You can find me here, wrestling handle as usual. But yeah, don't worry. I will write him more because Potter, man. Don't worry, Potter. But yeah, big up Panel, big up Marnie as always. I think this is like 3 watch songs in a row. So big up you guys for doing this, man.
Yeah, Manny, where can the people find you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you can find me on other channels on YouTube because I don't have a channel of my own. Shout out to Del Boy Gunner. I mean, I know that you were upset with Ireland's loss to Scotland. I hope this match cheered you up, mate. One of my favorite channels on YouTube, by the way. Obviously, S. Featley TV, Oris Talks Football, good crack with him and the boys. King's Football Show with King Say It. The Football Thought podcast with NS Sports TV, and of course, Hanno's Coach Corner. Delighted to again be on another watch along. Decent commentary, a few good laughs here and there, and yeah, once again, it was good fun. And these Nations League matches have been a good opportunity to just watch some decent football and have some fun. And on social media, you can catch me on Instagram at MannyThungatherai1981, which is my full name and my year of birth. And don't forget to catch me on Twitter at Thungatherai1981, which is my surname and my year of birth. And just happy to keep going on YouTube wherever I feel wanted, respected, and valued, where my opinions are listened to. And just happy to say what I want to say, let the chips fall where they may. And with that, I bid you all a very pleasant day.
Yeah, Manny. And yeah, Iceland have equalised. Iceland have equalised.
Have they?
They have equalised.
Hang on, give me 1 sec. Let me watch on my. Hang on, if you're. Hang on, wait. Just wait.
Iceland have equalised.
Okay.
In the 97th minute, Iceland have equalised.
Fuck me, man. Let me see.
So they did what Portugal couldn't do.
Yeah.
I
No.
don't care, man. I don't care about
Let me
Albania. I told you, man. Broja, man. Whenever we bring this guy on, yeah. I'm joking. I like Broja. But I don't know, man. The coach is
Okay.
just
Let's just
hype,
go
man.
through the.
But let's end the show. I'm done with Albania. Now we move on to the Premier League now.
Well, he's
Glory,
also
glory, Man
going to
United.
suffer. So the scores have ended 1-0. Spain, they have won their group. Switzerland, 2-1. The Czech Republic, 3-2 Ireland. So Ireland, what? No, Scotland are through. Albania, Iceland, that was a nothing game. What? But Israel are already through. Serbia, Norway, and Sweden, Slovenia. Let me just check who's going through in that game.
These lot are
In that,
flipping jokes, man. Jokes.
who's getting promoted? Serbia getting promoted. I said Greece 3-1, Kosovo 5-1, and Greece. I think believe Greece are
Mate, the Albanian
promoted.
game is still going on. Oh,
Is it still going on? Oh
yeah.
my! Why? It's already like it's almost
End
now
the
2 minutes
bloody game,
after.
man. I had enough. Bro. I don't get. As I said, I don't really care about Albania, man. It's finished.
Okay,
Yeah, full time. Yeah,
full time.
good.
Okay,
Scumbags.
good.
But what?
But yeah, um, so yeah, as this comment says from Moss, looks like Spain, Netherlands, Italy, and Croatia
Our
are in
mind's
the
about to
nation.
repost Scotland saying, I can do it, do it. I can do it, do
Oh, Gallagher won England the under 21 game. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I think Gallagher is so shite. He's so horrible, horrible, and everything. Forest, no, Forest, chill out. Big up everyone who smash the like button and subscribe. Cheers, everyone. We'll see you later.